Today we're going to do a basic tutorial on lower body plyometric exercises. We get a lot of comments about vertical leap, improving your vert, as well as just becoming more explosive, more reactive from a jumping standpoint. So today we're going to go through a couple basic lower body plyometric exercises that we do here at Cal Strength. First exercise we're going to talk about today is a basic dumbbell box jump. What we're going to try and do is obviously create power from the ground without pulling up on the arms at all. So we don't want to de-weight the legs. We want all the weight to be focused on the legs. So we're just going to keep a nice vertical posture. Anytime we jump, we want to make sure that we've got a nice tight core, particularly that transverse abdominis stays very tight. He's going to dip and drive, land onto the box with almost straight legs if he can. Step off the box. Nice relaxed arms. Bring those heels all the way up onto the box to complete the movement. So this is an example of concentric plyometric exercises. The loading here, we're using dumbbells. You can also use vest, obviously, and you can also increase the stress by increasing the height of the box. So a couple different ways to make it more challenging. Second exercise we'll talk about today is a seated box jump. So the same thing as any kind of standing box jump, only we're just using a different position. It makes it a little more intimidating for the athlete, number one. Number two, we have to go from static start position. So what Scott's going to do is just drive his heels down into the ground and explode the hips straight up, try and land on straight legs onto the box. And then walk off. So, important to engage glutes, hamstrings, really develop that power from the ground over a very short amount of time. Very concentric. Again, you could increase resistance here by adding a weight vest or by just increasing the height of the box. This exercise is going to be more of an eccentric plyo, so real traditional shock type training, going back to Verkhoshansky or any of the real early plyometric exercises. We're working on getting a nice eccentric load onto the lower body by just walking off the box and landing. So most important component here is the landing phase. So when we start to transition into more reactive type plyometric exercises, the amortization phase, the point where we're collecting from the ground and transitioning into a direction change, is going to be shortened if you're in an ideal position. So one of the things that we really want to stress here as you walk off the box, we're landing on flat feet, so knee angle is going to mirror the angle that's formed from the hip. So whatever degree those shoulders come forward, those knees are also coming forward, and that's the same degree that the hips are coming down. So a nice, good, solid landing position with a good, solid base and a nice tight core. So a little more sophisticated variation of a depth jump or in shock training would be kind of a box ladder or a box gauntlet here, where we're landing in that good position and then driving up out of it into a concentric plyo. So the amortization or coupling time here is going to be artificially delayed. So he's going to maintain that good position and then from a static start, boom, explode up out of it. And then as we start to improve, we can shorten the coupling time or shorten the amortization time. So the whole exercise becomes a little more reactive. Today we did a lot of work with concentric plyos for the most part. So really emphasizing starting strength, so your ability to increase that rate of force production from a static position. So things like dumbbell box jumps, seated box jumps, things that don't require a lot of amortization phase or force absorption are really good beginning plyometric type exercises where you don't have to have massive amounts of relative strength to get them done. So next video, I want to talk a little bit more about reactive type movements, a little bit more eccentric type plyometrics, and carry on to the next phase. Thanks for watching.
Oh, get up there. Oh, one more. You're gonna put a lot into this one. Let's go. Yeah.
Another variation would be on a Bosu ball. So coming down to do a push-up on a Bosu ball, exploding up off of it, bring the ball to your chest,